So this guy comes and puts gravel in my yard. I need to do some drainage fix some drainage issues. And before I could do it, I needed gravel. So it's about 12:25 when he comes, and then we stand there and talk. It's kind of like a lunch break. We've already been out to the gravel pit, and we're getting ready to go again for another load. And so we kind of take like a lunch break and just kind of talk about things that I need done, and we begin to talk about crazy stuff that happens in this neighborhood. And he tells me about stuff that has went on with his business, and we're just chit-chatting, which is nobody's business who I talk to. But we talked for about an hour. I'm going to fast forward. We talked for about an hour. And so, he takes off to the front. We discuss things in the front that need to be done. And so here we are. But the entire time we're out here, Chucky comes out here. He's messing around in his backyard, using his blower, blowing stuff over on us. He's just a pest, an antagonistic pest with no life. If his wife knew what he was doing, she'd clean his clock, because I've heard her do it. So he's just a punk that picks on me by myself, and evidently his wife is brain dead in the house too, just like Randy's wife is brain dead in the house. So this is about the time that we get into the backyard, and here comes Chucky Hunter, the nightmare, evil son of the devil, who has cussed me out when I confronted him about coming in my yard and getting something without asking. So he drives his little lawnmower to the backyard, and he goes around and around, and then he comes and gets a blower out of his, inside of his garage, and begins to, right now he's standing trying to hear what we're saying. So, fortunately, the man's truck is running, and he probably can't hear anything, but he's trying. Chucky the weirdo, nosy weirdo, gotta have his nose up my butt continually. So he begins to blow and blow and blow, and just make dust everywhere to blow into my yard, and while we're talking. Oh, it gets on his car, so I'm gonna rinse it off my car like a dummy, because then he comes in with a blower and begins to blow everything, and more stuff gets on his car. Brilliant. So blow, 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 blow. Let me blow some stuff over there towards Kathy's property. See if I can make her mad. See if she'll say something to me, because I'm trying to provoke an incident, because I'm a Riri. So he blows and blows. Oh, it's all over his car. He's just rinsed off. Brilliant. So he goes in the backyard and begins to blow, 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 and blow leaves. Let me get close to Kathy, and while she's talking to another man that is not me, and let me see if I can get some attention. And he blows, and he blows, and he blows. Mr. Blowhard blows. So the entire time that we are talking, he is showing his butt, like, look at me, look what I can do. I can blow leaves and make bunches of dust, make dust bowls to come over on you while you're talking to the other man. Because I don't want you talking to another man, because you won't speak to me, so look at me, watch me make dust. I'm so important. I'm trying to make myself relevant in the situation, but I know that Kathy knows that I'm irrelevant, but I'm a weirdo like that, and I want your attention, Kathy. Look at me, watch me. Don't talk to the man, watch me. Come start an argument with me, because I'm trying to make dust come over on you. Come fuss with me, I want your attention, because I'm a 2-year-old. Disguised in a 75-year-old, 7-time cancer survivor, body of a 75-year-old, but I am secretly a 2-year-old. I need attention. Please pay attention to me. Please pay attention to me. Me. I'm a narcissist. I need your attention. So he makes all this huge dust bowl that goes back over his car that he just got through rinsing off like the genius that he is. So here we go. He's trying to cause clouds of dust to go everywhere while we're talking. He's dumb. He's a big dummy. Big dummy. You big dummy? Sanford and Son, you big dummy? That's you. So I come around this side. And not to mention this car at Randy's that comes up just before we get there and sits in their car and doesn't get out watching us because they're a weirdo. And I turn around to get my mail after the truck. So it's later when he comes back to bring the second load that we talk in the front yard about other things that I need done. But he goes to leave. And like I said, this car comes to Randy's just before we get here and sits in the car watching us. Darked out windows, just sitting there. And then they never get out of the car. They're just watching. And I'm sure Randy and Brenda put them up to it because they're crazy. But the thing is, how do they know that I'm getting ready to do something like that? Randy has to have my phone hacked. He knows what I say on my phone somehow. So this guy leaves. And when I get ready to leave and I turn around to get my mail, here comes Hunter, Chucky Hunter out to his mailbox. Second day in a row he's done that too. Meets me, wants to be seen, just weird and antagonistic, just trying to be annoying, which is part of stalking. So here I am backing out to get, and I back out, I go up the hill and turn around and come back to get my mail. Because Weirdo Hunter Chucky is outside, he just pulls up either this day or the day before, but both times, 2 days in a row, he comes to the mailbox the same time I do, just to be annoying. Just to, part of stalking is to annoy, intimidate, and alarm, and that's exactly what he's doing. There's so many freaking weirdo stalkers in this town. Oh, I know why I turned around up there. I want to get her tag. Because I'm trying to figure out who that is. Here he comes. So, second day in a row that when I'm at my mailbox to get my mail, he comes to his mailbox. He wants to be in my line of vision. I mean, I guess he wants me to puke on him because he's so gross. See? You can barely, let me make sure she sees me. Look at me. I'm so important. I'm trying to make myself relevant here. Let me look down in my mailbox, see if there's any mail in there. Make sure that Kathy sees my ugly self. You ugly. Your mama says you ugly. Look at you. You can barely walk. Get on out of here, bum. He just lingers around. Weirdo. Just a weirdo. Pukey weirdo. He's nasty. So this is Tuesday. I'm watering my plants. He's gone, and I prefer to come out when he's not here. So, because I don't want nothing to do with him. He's disgusting. He's just a disgusting weirdo. Can't stand him. Confronted him about coming in my yard without asking, and he cussed me out. So I've had nothing to do with him since. But he's continued to try to stick his nose in my business. He's weird. So he just came back right as I'm outside. Now he's been coming outside as I'm getting a bath and getting dressed in that side room. He's been coming out at the exact same time to smell my shampoos and stuff, my perfumes, through the eaves. You can, because if you can smell somebody's dryer sheets, you know, you can smell. So here he comes while I'm outside. He comes back, of course, while I'm outside. He's a scumbag. So I just go ahead and get my car just to get away from him. You don't get the privilege of seeing me. I was in a place where he couldn't really see me. You don't get the privilege of seeing me. So I don't want to see you. You're disgusting. So here I go. Watch this. I'm waiting on him to go get out of his car and go in, but he's waiting on me. Because he's stalking me, he's waiting on me. So, I mean, he's just a, you know, I hope his wife figures out what he's doing, because she will clean his clock. I've heard her talk to him. That's probably why he acts like such an idiot, is because she's got his number. So it's 14, 11, 20. Let me switch cameras. Here comes Chucky Wucky Weirdo. But, you know, he comes back exactly as I'm outside. So I believe he's got access to some kind of camera that shows him. But I go to my mailbox. I don't want to see him. He makes me want to puke. I can't stand men like him. He's disgusting. He's a pig. And I hope his wife, probably the reason that he and Randy act like they do is because their wives have emasculated them by putting them in their place. And they have to feel some kind of superiority or power over some woman. So they have to harass the woman across the street that lives alone. Because they've probably been. So I'm backing out to get my mail. You see the shadow of my car, and here he comes. Because I know his wife will clean his clock. I've heard her do it. So here he comes. He's trying to be seen. Look at me, look at me. He's so dumb. 2 days in a row. Tuesday and Wednesday. 2 days in a row. This man has been out here. So I'm going to go out. I'm going to get ready. I'm going to go out and water my plants. Let's see if he does it again today. Because 3 days in a row, that's not coincidence. That's him being a stalking weirdo. I'll wait until he walks away far enough before I leave. He's so disgusting.